Hey my YouTube friends, welcome to a new video. If you are new here, my name is Lisa, and in today's video we are going to be doing a bedroom and a living room refresh. I recently picked up some vintage inspired items that I wanted to use for a summer refresh, and we are just going to go ahead and jump into this video. As you can see, now I started by removing those calendar holders that I had up here because I saw my friend here on YouTube, Daniel from Golden Finds. He replaced his calendar holders with these lights that he picked up from Walmart, but I did pick mine up from Amazon and I am loving them. This area needed some much needed lighting and I thought these light sconces would be great for this area. Some of you might know that I usually use blues when I am decorating my home for the spring and summer, and I normally go with a lighter shade of blue, but when I saw these vintage inspired pieces in Target this year, I decided to go ahead and switch it up and pick up these pieces because I just absolutely fell in love with the vintage inspired theme. So that is what we are going to be doing this year, adding in these darker blues. Moving on to the coffee table, I am just adding in this yellow and white striped candle with the scalloped edges that I picked up from Home Goods, y'all, for a pop-up whimsy. And then I'm adding in this blue little bow that I picked up from Target as well, just to add in some whimsical items on the coffee table. And as you can see, cute little toddler hands have already discovered the bowl, you guys. He wasted no time, as you guys can see. But yeah, I love that for me, y'all. He just so cute, and he just adds all the whimsy that I need in my life right now, y'all. Right, you guys, here I am sharing a page out of one of my coffee table books, and I'm going to try to recreate this in the cutout in my coffee table. All right, you guys, this is a little insert before I decorate the under part of the coffee table. I wanted to share with you guys a couple of books that I picked up. Now, this is a Afrocentric book, and I just wanted to share this book with you guys. I love the color of this book, and this book is all about the Afro-American decor that they had back in the day, and it just explores, you know, black culture, and this is one of the books I'm going to be putting down on or in the coffee table. And here is another one that I picked up recently that I wanted to share with you guys. Look, by the beautiful Michelle Obama. Look at that, y'all. Love that so much. So I'm just going to be sliding this in the coffee table as well. But look at that, you guys. This is just a great book to have in your home, and you know, look at that. I had to have this book, you guys. I had to have this. So yeah, those are just a couple of new books that I am adding into my coffee table collection. The one thing I love about bringing in the darker blues, you guys, is that they work all year round. It's kind of a calm and sophistication to the space, but it still feels fresh, for the summer. Then pair with my vintage pieces, my vintage books, and adding in some greenery, you guys. It just makes the room feel cozy without being too heavy. And then, of course, I added in these whimsical pieces, and I brought in a summer color with the yellows that I added into the room. And I just love how the space feels. It's exactly what I wanted for the summer. Now, here, you guys, I'm just being transparent with you all. This is what my space looks like on a regular basis. And can you guys recognize some of those toys? Or do you recognize some of those toys that you are seeing here? Alrighty, y'all, we are moving into this bedroom and we are going to be swapping out this comforter set that I put back on the bed, and then we are also going to be swapping out the sheets, and we are just going to be replacing them with some cream sheets that's going to give us a light and airy feel or look. For the summer, you guys, I just wanted everything to be clean and crisp and fresh. And then I'm going to be replacing the bedding with the vintage inspired quilt that I picked up from Target. The one thing I love about decorating with vintage items, or in this case, vintage inspired items, is that they don't have to be perfect. It's all about creating a space that feels lived in and collected over time and just full of personality. You guys, I have a little story that I want to tell you guys. I was on TikTok, it's been a couple of weeks now, but there was a guy that showed up on my TikTok feed and he was making his bed. And y'all, I felt like he was yelling at everybody about how they should make up their bed. And he was like, don't make up your bed like a school kid, pulling pulling the covers up to the top and just placing the pillows. And then he was like, you need to lay your pillows flat like this. And then, stack the pillows. And, yeah, it was just so funny. And it just felt like he was yelling at us, y'all. But anyway, I tried putting my pillows on the bed his way. And I didn't like it. I didn't like how they were stacked up. So I went back to the, school kid way. Okay. All right, y'all, just moving on to the nightstand. I just kept it simple and I just replaced the book with a blue book. And I pretty much kept everything the same. Mr. likes this nightstand on his side of the bed, so it is what it is. Then I just put in a candle and this catch-all bowl on my side, just keeping it really, really simple, y'all. Simple and fresh for the summer. And then on the dresser, all I did was added in this blue terracotta pot, and I added in these wild flowers that I picked up from Hobby Lobby just to add in a pop of yellow, and the white just keeps it fresh. And yeah, just keeping it really simple for the summer, you guys. Alrighty, y'all. I am happy with how everything turned out. The blue accent pieces just bring in that fresh feeling for the summer. And I love my vintage inspired pieces that I picked up this year from Target. They just add in character and just gives me all the vintage feels that I love. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for decorating with me today. If you enjoy this vintage inspired summer refresh, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. I would love to know how you're decorating your home for the summer this year. And until next time, you guys, I hope you're having a great day, great week, whenever you are viewing today's video. And I will see you in the next one.